Alright, hello everyone. In my recent videos I've covered multiple topics, like bosses and exploration, but in this video I wanted to do something a little bit different due to this content idea from this guy. Alright, I'm going to do what I think are the best builds in Elden Ring for each damage type, part 1. So there are a lot of YouTubers that are just like, best build, oh my gosh, new, best, and I test them out and it's just not that good. It's just some new mediocre build that looks cool. And this video, I watched a bunch of those videos and tried to find one and tried to find some that are actually the best. I'm going to be putting those videos in the description below, and I will try to keep it brief, but those videos will probably explain it better. Also, make sure to check the comments. The best strength build. Strength is a good option to deal some easy damage early game. So in early game, you can go with a few different options, but I found to be as solid as the Cleaner at Night armor and the Grey Sword. The Grey Sword and Cleaner at Night armor will let you breeze through the game until you get something better, like Radon armor, which is still early game. But you can get the Grey Sword super early on by heading to this location. Radon armor also can last the entire game. Late game. Okay, so for a strength build, you probably want to get something that allows you to tank more hits, and the best armor option for that is the Bull Goat set. But it will need some tanky endurance to go with this option, which is why it's a late game set. For a weapon, you can do quite a lot. The three I would suggest, which I found to be the best, is the Grey Sword, which can be found early on, the Giant Crusher if you like bonk, and then the Executioner's Great Axe, which has been buffed by recent updates. Some good Ash of Wars for these are Lion's Claw and the Royal Knight's Resolve. Lion's Claw does the spin move, which I personally use to kill Malenia, and Royal Knight's Resolve increases damage by almost double with your next hit. Best Bleed build. Bleed. Early game. Okay, so early game you're going to want to pick the Samurai class, because it actually starts with a good bleed weapon, which will start off a good early game bleed build. Late game. This build I found and tested seemed very overpowered, so here it is. The weapon you will be using is the Vulgar Malicious Saw, which is dropped by those weird guys going outside the Bestial Sacrum. You can also put Seppuku for a lot of extra bleed damage. You can also wield these weapons for even more power. You're going to want to do a lot of damage with these, with dual wielding these weapons can help with that. For armor. So, you might want Raptor's Black Feathers chest piece. You can apply bleed with almost every hit if you do this, especially if you jump attack with dual, and Seppuku. The other armor pieces you might want are the White Mask, and the Briar armor set for the pants and boots. Elden Ring Magic build. Magic is always a valid option in any Souls game. The last category in this video is Magic. Early game. The Astrologer class is solid for early game by itself, but if you find Sorcerer's Sun, you can even get more powerful with things such as Rocksling and the Meteor Staff. Late game. You're going to want to go with Azur's Glintstone Staff, which has a hefty 52 intelligence requirement, but it's worth it. With S tier scaling it has. I would also suggest rocking the Jellyfish Shield for extra damage. For armor, I would go with the Black Knight Hood, Page Guard, Malenia's Gauntlets, and Bandit Boots, just because it looks cool and you can look like a sorcerer. For the spells, you're going to want to use the Common, because it's a valid option. As side spells, you might want to use the Common Azure for obvious reasons, and its absolute boss shredder. You also want the Carrion Slicer, Greatsword, and Piercer. Okay, so those are what I found to be the best builds for a few types of damage. I'll try to make another video covering more damage types. Also, please check the comments in case I got anything wrong with these builds. Alright, subscribe and see ya. Also, give me content ideas. It helps a lot, really. And I will probably make a video about them.